Good afternoon, everyone. It is third period here at KIT Iizuka, always on Thursday. This is third period, English 2C. This is now week 6. Let me switch over to my iPad and I'll get everybody to take a look at what we're going to be doing today. Okay, today is May 15th, and I don't have too much that I want you to do for your homework, but there are a few things that I want to make sure that you understand. Okay, so first of all, the extensive reading that the university wants you to do. Go to the digital library, choose a book, read the book, take a quiz, send in your reading notes worksheet. Now, the reading notes worksheet itself, if you remember, is in class number 2. And I looked at the reading notes, and I looked at, come on. I looked at the reading notes worksheet, and don't forget you have to do the quiz, and you're expected to read 10 books minimum, so at least 10 books, okay? Now, here's the thing. There aren't 30 students. This is supposed to be the number of students in the class. It says 30, but it's more like about 22. But the number of people who submitted, that says 11. There are only 11 submissions. Now, the 11 submissions are for everyone. So in total, with now being week 6, in total, there are only 11 submissions for the reading notes. There are more than 20 students. And if this is week 6, you should have read at least, well, I would say at least 3 books. Better if you've read 4 or 5. 6 would be great, but at least 3 books. Now, if you've all read 3 books and you submitted the reading notes with, let's say, 20 students times 3, there should be 60 submissions. 60 submissions in there already, and there are only 11. So that's not very good. Now, I understand, okay, you're very busy, you have reports to do for other classes, you have homework for other classes, and pretty soon we're going to have our test. And other classes will have tests too, but if that's 11, that means that most of you have not yet sent in your reading notes. Maybe you've read books, but you haven't sent in your reading notes. Now, if a lot of those people have not even begun to read yet, you're going to have a very difficult time by the end of the semester to actually read so many books. The average was supposed to be 10 over 3 months. Okay, so every month you should be reading 3 or 4 books. We started in April. We're now halfway or a good part of May done. So you should have finished at least 3 books, maybe 4. And I know that it's hard, okay? The university expects you to read 10 English books. But please, don't make it harder and wait until the very end. Start right now. Start right now to get going on your reading and to do the quizzes and to submit the reading notes, because 11 isn't very many. Okay, now let's go back to this week. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I should have pushed this button. This week is May 15th. Now, and I should show you too, May 15th is this week. Then next week is May 22nd. And then the class after that right away is the midterm test. So we only have this week, next week, and then the midterm test. So just let's jump quickly to the midterm test. The midterm test, okay, it doesn't say here, but if you refresh it, it will. The content of the midterm test is working in Japan, number 1. Okay, so all the homework that we did for working in Japan, the vocabulary, the grammar that we're studying in class, when we go I do you, that sort of thing, that's all grammar from the textbook. So all of that will be important, plus the shadow talking materials that the one we did 2 weeks ago, that was school uniforms, and this week also any questions. So those two shadow talking materials, the homework that we did, the things that you saw in the videos, the reflections are not in the test, just the textbook and the shadow talking materials. Okay, one more time too, right there. Okay, this will cover all of WIJ Unit 1 and the shadowing material. And don't forget, you have to have your earphones or your headsets ready for that test. Okay, and lastly, get back to the 15th. Okay, lastly, on 15th, your homework isn't going to be very much. Download the answers to last week's homework here. You can download them and use that to help you study for the test. You have a little bit more homework for Unit 1, okay? And your reflection is about the fluency exercises that we do here in class. What do you think of them? And the question specifically, what do you think you need to improve for your fluency? Don't forget that's due on Friday at 11 p.m. Write your answer, take a picture, send it up to the system. Okay. If you ever have any questions, please come and talk to me. If you have any problems, especially if you have a problem with the reading notes or with the quizzes for the extensive reading, please talk to me about that, and I'll try to help you as best as you can. Otherwise, let's all have a good class.